Good morning, RHS. This is Mr. Ernst. As many of you know and participated in, we had our every 15 minutes event on February 27th and 28th, and we finished it with an all-school assembly. The freshman and sophomore didn't get to see the assembly or the accent scene that was recreated, so we want to kind of review that because today we're going to show you the video that was shown at the assembly all the way from the start of the day with our accident victims through the court case. And then they're going to share some of their personal experiences that they learned from this event. And then we're going to show the video during ELT today. And I want to caveat it that if anybody feels uncomfortable about this content because maybe of a personal experience with drunk driving and the impacts of it, we understand. And please share with your ELT teacher if you don't want to stay. And then you will be excused to the library for the ELT today if you don't feel comfortable. So if you don't feel comfortable, we understand. Just communicate that to your teacher before they actually show the video. Thank you.
So I think one of the biggest experiences out of the whole process, I think for all of us, was just how real it was. They did a really good job recreating, like Commander instead of, it's as real as it gets, and seeing your friends or people you're really close with in the same situation as you, or someone that's passed away in a car accident, it's very difficult. And for me, I actually had a friend pass away from a drunk driving incident about 1.5 years ago, and it brought me back to that and just the experiences that come with it. So that was really tough for me, and I think that it just left a resonating impact of sticking with what we believe in and not taking it to the extent of making a poor decision and putting myself in harm's way or some of my friends. So
yeah, no, I'm really glad that I got to be a part of this, program. Although it was stressful and emotionally exhausting at times, especially on the retreat, everyone was opening up to each other. It really made, everything feel so real, and it just makes you so happy that you get to be a part of such a great program, and happy to be around your friends, and just happy you have everyone, if that makes sense. And, I'm really glad I just got to make an impact on my community.
For this experience, it was emotional because me being the bad guy, it sucked seeing people I care about, dead or hurt. And then me being locked up was super scary. It was exhausting going through all of this and being all the days that we've done this. And it did feel real because it was just put out very real. And it just made me realize I never want to be in that situation and would never want to see anyone in that situation.
I think the hardest part for me was not really the having to stay still or quiet or how scary everything was getting, but was seeing my mom cry over me while I was dead. I realized so many people don't have either a mom or a dad or a sibling, but whoever you have, there's going to be that one person crying over you. And this serves as a really great life lesson to let's not put anyone through that experience ever.
As we get ready to show the video, we just want to remind you guys that the whole purpose of having this program and agreeing to having this on campus is to prevent drinking and driving and making good choices. As we get ready to go on spring break, as we get ready to go to prom and all the end of the year activities and parties that occur, we really want you to make great choices because it can change in an instant, as we talked about. At our retreat, we had a guest speaker who lost her daughter on Interstate 8 down in Alpine area 3 days before her graduation from UCSD. We're in a similar situation where we're all excited. We're at the end of the year. We're having great times, and we want to celebrate that, but we have to do that responsibly. And drinking and driving or texting and driving can only cause tragic outcomes. So we care about you guys. We hope you learn from the video and make good choices. Thank you.
911 emergency?
Hi, there's been a terrible accident. There's been a terrible accident.
Hey, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them.
Hey, Liv, check what I got. My brother had a party last night, and I took some of it this morning.
Dang, let's go get drunk.
Where?
Let's go to the benches.
Ooh. Shadow, we're about to get drunk.
Yeah, let's do it.
When does softball start today?
3:30. What time's your work?
I start at 5 and I end at 10.
Oh. Thanks.
Cheers.
God take control, God take control. I was starving.
Enough of this. Let's get the hard stuff.
I'm down.
To see you trying, see you later, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam blowing like the greatest.
I wish I had some Red Bull with this.
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them.
Oh no.
It's my mom.
Don't answer.
No, it's okay. I'll just
Don't
lie. I'll just lie. I'll just
answer.
lie. Hello? Hello? Yeah, no. We just went out to get some food for second period. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Yeah. We're going back right now. We gotta go.
Hurry, pick it up.
Hey, give me that.
Give me the keys.
No.
I'm driving.
No.
I'm driving.
It's
Give them
fine.
to me. I'm
whatever.
driving.
No, you better be careful.
I'm good.
gonna get in a lot of trouble
I'm
tonight.
good.
Around the campus and take care of some of the benches and stuff like that.
What's up, Branson?
Hey, Mrs. Rudd. Hey guys, how you doing today?
Pretty good. We're here about some supplies.
Oh, you guys were getting your supplies for your fusion project this weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So, Mr. Plum told me that they're ready to go. Did you guys go check out with attendance just to make sure your parents knew that you were going off campus today?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, just get your slips and go pick it up and have a great fusion project.
Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much,
right.
Ms. Rudd.
Hey, last but not least, drive safe.
Have a nice day.
Take care.
Hey, Chief, we're heading out for the fusion project.
Have a good day. Have fun.
All right, thank
Later,
you.
Chief. I'm actually pretty excited for this Saturday.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. So, what are your plans for after the fusion project? What are you taking care of?
I think I'm gonna go back to work.
Liv, you're not good at drive. Let me drive. No, you're way drunk for me. And besides, my grandma's gonna kill me if she sees you driving my car. No, she will know. Yes, she will. Liv, you're swerving. You're driving the road. Stay straight. No, you're not. Stay straight. Watch out. You're gonna get us into an accident. Hey, slow down. Stop sign. You're gonna get us killed.
And then Plum already called us out of class. So
Oh, that's good.
That should be good.
I don't want Mom calling and asking where I'm at.
Yeah, I get that.
Olivia, watch out!
911 emergency.
There's been an accident. I'm at Ramona High School.
What's the address?
1401 Hanson Lane.
Is it a vehicle accident?
There's 2 vehicles, ma'am.
Are there any injuries?
There's 1 person outside, and then there's 2 people inside the other car. 1 is awake.
Is anybody bleeding?
There's blood, there's blood.
Are the vehicles blocking any lanes of traffic?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many occupants in the vehicle?
There's 4, ma'am.
Are there any injuries to the occupants of the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
How many are injured?
Just unresponsive, breathing at the rate of 40.
Secure the LZ. I'll be your LZ coordinator. It's going to be intubating. Okay, Olivia, what I want you to do, let me do a couple tests for me, okay? A real simple test.
1005, 1006, 1007.
Okay, let's go to this one. Taking a marijuana. Blow all the way out. Okay, good. Boom. Based on what I've seen, I've determined that you are under the influence of alcohol for me, okay? All right, that's fine. Just like that. Okay, so Olivia, right now you're being arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, causing injury and or death. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney, have attorney present before and during any further questioning. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Just have a seat for me. San Diego, Illinois, Davis 6, I'll be 1015 X-ray. Take a nice deep breath in first and blow all the way out. Keep going. Just do me a favor, just have a seat there for me, okay? I'll be right back with you 1 second. Right now, she is under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol, as well as the gross vehicular manslaughter. Okay?
What the hell are you thinking, Liv?
Just wanted to have fun. You're stressed out.
Stressed out, and now people are dead.
Zach was actually involved in a traffic collision today. He was a passenger in a car with Olivia driving.
Where?
They were right in front of Ramona High School. But unfortunately, his injuries were too extreme. He was...
Do we get to see him?
Yes, ma'am. He was in the passenger seat, and he was deceased, unfortunately.
Where do we need to go so we can go see him?
I will actually escort you folks, so you will follow me. We'll head down to the mortuary now, where you can view and see him.
right, Nate. So tell me what happened this morning.
We were leaving the school to go get stuff for our future project. We had to do some work around the school.
Okay.
And we were leaving, and we just got a pass to be able to go off. And as we were leaving, the other car sped around and hit us.
You feel me touching right here?
No.
Right here? Try and wiggle your toes for me.
Patient is going to be patient number 1 will be transported to Palomar via Reach 21. They'll go ahead and give you a 10-minute update. They are planning on leaving an RFI station prior to arrival to your facility.
Little poke here, bud. Count of 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Patient number 2 is going to be a 17-year-old male weighing approximately 170 pounds. Chief complaint today is going to be no sensation from the neck down. Yeah, he has no recall events.
Female head-on collision, restrained passenger, unresponsive, RSI in flight, massive head injury, last blood pressure was 70/30. On your count.
Watch the gap. 1, 2, 3.
What's your name? Open up your eyes for me. So, no response. Patient is intubated. No pulse.
16 gauge left hand.
Wiggle your toes. No neurological response. Exposure has some abrasions on the face. We need to prep for a large bore double lumen catheter.
We have a second full trauma coming from the same incidents in 10 minutes.
Okay.
X-ray baseline pelvis. Negative asystole, no cardiac motion. Doctor, we've been doing this for 25 minutes.
Correct. So time of death, 10:53.
10:53, time of death. Let's all take a minute. Recognize her life, please. Recognize the hard work from everybody. Blessings on you and your family, honey.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz. I'm the trauma surgeon. Nice to meet you. I wasn't at the scene, but my understanding is that she was the front seat belted passenger in a very severe car crash. Despite that, despite maximal efforts of the chest tubes, blood, everything that we could do, she continued to deteriorate and lose vital signs, and she did not survive.
I want to see her first. Absolutely.
Coming out. Keep your arms in, bud.
Go close.
This is Nate, 18 years old, single, restrained driver of a 4-door sedan. Stopped, was hit head-on, approximately 75 miles per hour. He states there was a loss of consciousness. Patient with deficits in bilateral lower extremities, but good strength in upper extremities. Has dressing on the left hand and abrasion on the face. Does any of this hurt? So no tenderness on the forehead, mid-face mandible, but I think you will need a CT of the face. You know, my concern is that he's got a spinal cord injury. He's going to need an MRI to take a look at that. But first, let's go to CAT scan. CAT scan of the head, C-spine, face, chest, abdomen, and pelvis with spine recon.
Okay.
But then let's also get working towards an MRI. Okay. So my understanding with Nathan was that he was in a car crash today. When they found him out in the field, which is where the crash was, they brought him via ambulance here. And during transport, there was a question about whether he was able to move or feel below the waist. We did CAT scans of the head, face, neck, chest, abdomen, and pelvis, as well as the spine. So basically, due to the severity of his spinal cord injury, he now has no sensation or motor from the waist down. So he is paralyzed from his waist down.
I'm saying I might be able to walk again.
In the presence of the flag of our country, emblem of the Constitution, and remembering the principles for which it stands, Department 16 of the Superior Court, State of California, in and for the East County of San Diego is now in session. The Honorable Patricia K. Cookson, Judge presiding. Please be seated and come to order.
Counsel, this is in the matter of People versus Olivia Hirsch. Both sides prepared to go forward?
We are, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where was the collision?
It was within the parking lot of the Ramona High School. Upon inventory of the vehicle, we found an open 12-pack of Coors Light beer, as well as in the rear pocket of Mr. Delgala, we found a empty bottle of vodka. Her first results were 0.15% and 1034 hours.
Zach would first and foremost want everyone to know here that he also made a mistake that day, something that we have kind of gone over multiple times, that we don't get into the vehicle with someone who's been drinking. I understand that his choices, drinking, probably led him to making that poor decision his own.
It's a lesson we'll learn from everybody. Yeah, we are young, we make mistakes, but there's always consequences.
I lost 2 good friends today. Didn't spend all the time with them, but the time I did have it was good. And this is gonna change my life. I've always been on my feet, like I said, and I had aspirations to go in the military and do things that I was going to serve this country and repay the debt that it has done to protect me, and now I'm not going to get that chance, and I'm going to lose a chance to do a lot of things I love, so I'm really going to have to alter what I want to do and pursue, so thank you.
We all think, we're in court here and we think that this is going to end today. But for these families, it's never going to end. They're going to wake up in the middle of the night and have this feeling of loss and complete devastation that is going to continue forever.
It was a situation where Ms. Hirsch and her boyfriend made a decision together to go off campus and drink. In no way did he deserve the results of that decision.
I would do anything to take back my decision, but I can't, and I'm gonna live with that. And I'm sorry. His that experience to Nate, to Faith, it's nothing I ever wanted to happen. It's just a mistake. And I am gonna live with that for the rest of my life.
It feels really weird to be up here. That we shouldn't be one of the parents that should be up here talking. And the last thing as a parent you ever want is to outlive your kids. But even worse than that is to know that your kid is responsible for taking that away from somebody else.
Based upon the fact that Ms. Hirsch's grossly negligent actions, getting behind the wheel, drinking, extinguished the lives of 2 individuals, including criminally injuring another, the court also notes that there is a disturbing trend, at least in East County, for runaway drivers to kill and seriously maim other individuals. So it's time to set an example for others, especially teenagers, not to drink or drive. So the defendant is sentenced to a total term of 17 years, 8 months. We're in recess. All right, Dennis, take her away, please.
Have a seat on that bench. Someone will be about to get you in a minute.